Hello everyone, it's week 2 of the mini month of May prompt in the Facebook group, the Mixed Media Emporium, and the challenge this week is paper dolls or art dolls. This can be interpreted in so many different ways, so please do feel free to use your imagination and creative license. Hopefully I'm going to be able to give you a couple of ideas today. Now I've dug out some of these flowers here. I created these a couple of years ago. These were my Prima style flowers. I'll leave the link to the video showing how I made these in the description box below, but they're absolutely beautiful. I made about 6 sets of these. Many of them have been given away in Happy Mail. I've used some in previous projects as well, but I thought I might be able to incorporate this into something. I've also got this here. In fact, it goes that way round, and this was from a wallpaper sample book. It's just one of the description sheets that I took out of the front, and I just absolutely love this pattern here, so I'm thinking that I might be able to incorporate this in some way as well. Now I want to start off by choosing the face for my art doll. I'm going to be using one of the Art by Marlene die cuts from this die cut block here. This was one of the first ones that Marlene brought out. I've had this in my stash for quite some time. You've seen me use it in the past, and I've pulled out these two here. Either of them will go really well, but I do like the idea of this one here, just on this flower. I want to use this as my background, and the two flowers that I thought would go really nicely was this one here and this one. I don't want to take this one apart though, because we've got this beautiful acrylic flower in the centre, and I just can't bring myself to remove that, so I'm going to use this one here. And I've got this die cut face here which I think goes really nicely, and I'm going to use this wallpaper piece here. Well, it's not a wallpaper piece, it's just one of the information sheets out of my wallpaper pad, and I just think that the floral design just goes really nicely, so that's what I'm going to use. Now with the die cuts you get these little notches, and I do want to cut this out. If I can find my little scissors, where have they gone? No, I'm just going to use my little nail scissors, and I don't know whether you can see here, we've just got some little notches that I just want to try and remove. Now I might need to go around this and get rid of some of the white. I want to see if I can get away with it first, and so what I'm going to do is just ink around the edges first. I've got some Distress ink in Frayed Burlap which I'm going to try first, so let's just see what that looks like. You see, and I think this is going to be fine, which will just save any of that awkward fussy cutting. Here we go, so I'm just going to ink around her. I've got another notch here that I can see that I want to get rid of. Let's just get rid of that there, and I can see another one here as well now that I've turned it round onto the back. So I'm just going to trim that as well. Can you see them? Here we go. Let's just get rid of that, and just ink around the edge, just like this. I've got another notch, so just cut any of those away that you find unpleasing, just like this. There we go, and that's grunged that up a little bit, and has got rid of that stark whiteness, so I'm quite happy with that. And what I'm thinking is that I'll be able to glue my face down onto my flower just like this, and that will form her head. Isn't that pretty? Now before I glue anything down, I'm just going to take this to my paper trimmer, and I'm just going to trim this blue piece here. I just absolutely love that design. So I've cut that down, and I've trimmed most of that seat that you could see off there at the top, and I've just drawn a kind of loose dress design. I don't know whether you can see that on the back, and I'm just going to cut this out with my scissors, so just like this. So we can trim that off across there like that, and this is going to make her a dress. Here we go. So let's just cut that off as well. And so doesn't that look pretty? That's the colours on there just go absolutely beautifully. So what do I want to do next? Now I've cut out her skirt and I'm thinking that I can have this something like this. Absolutely beautiful. And I've also pulled out a few trims as well. These are from the laces that Josie sent me a couple of years ago. And what I'm thinking is that I can maybe have something like this just to dress it up a bit. I've pulled out this one here. Which way around does it go? I think it's this way around. No, this way. And I'm thinking I can have that there like that. And I've also got this little applique flower. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? And then her head will go on there something like this. So I just need to decide what I'm going to do with her arms and her legs. Now I do want to ink around this just a little bit, just because we've got some white bits here. These were just some flowers that I put together using die cut sets that I had from the works several years ago. And I just absolutely love these, and it's about time that I started using them more in my projects. So I'm just inking around these in some frayed burlap just to get rid of the stark whiteness around the edge, and just to, you know, help tie everything together. I think I might also ink around the edge of this one here, just very, very slightly. It may well be as well that I decide to stiffen it up by adding something to the back. I'm not sure yet. Before I do anything, I want to glue my face down to the flower, and I think I want to have it about there like that. I'm just going to add some heavy gel medium. Hang on, let's see if I can get into the tub. Here we go, like this. And I'm just going to add this straight to the back, just like so. And I'm just going to have that on there, just like that. So I'm just going to leave that now for that glue to grab. Then whilst that's drying, let's just glue this down as well. So let me just decide where I want this to go. I want it about there like that. So I'm just going to apply a small amount of 3-in-1 glue just across the middle here, like this. This is parchment paper that I've got underneath here, which is just absolutely perfect for catching glue, which doesn't stick. So that's fine. And then I'm just going to wrap it round onto the other side. So again, we'll just add a bit more glue. Here we go, just like this, and then we can wrap that over, which will give us a nice smooth finish along the edge. Just like that. Here we are. And then add these bits and pieces of applique as well. I'm just going to, do I want to get rid of that? I think I do. Just get rid of these little threads that are hanging on the edges. Get rid of that one as well. Here we are. Which will just make it a little bit neater. And I'm just going to have that on there like that. So again, I'm just going to apply some glue just on the back of this, not too much. Just around the seam so that it doesn't bleed through. A bit in the centre as well. So there we are. And how do I want that? Perhaps there, like that. And then, of course, I've got this mini applique with the diamante. Isn't that pretty as well? So again, I'll add a dab of glue there as well. Let's make her look gorgeous. Doesn't that look absolutely beautiful? Now I've got this butterfly and I'm thinking that I can add some wings behind her as well. This came from, what's the name of the set? This was one of the Bow Bunnies, and I've had this butterfly hanging around for absolutely ages. It's just quite big, but absolutely perfect for this. I do want to ink around the edges. I'm just going to do that first, and then I want to cut it in half. So just ink around the edges just to get rid of the white that's on the border here on the outside. And then we can cut it in half and do something with this as well. Where are my larger scissors? So let's just snip this just like that. Get rid of the ink. And I'm just going to put the wings behind her just like that. Oh my goodness me, that is just so gorgeous. I love her. Isn't she just beautiful? To tidy up the back before I glue anything down, I've just got a small snippet left over from that tag. I'm just going to punch a circle out. Let's get it right to the very edge. Here we go. Oh, where's it gone? And I'm just going to pop that down onto the back, just so that I know, this is really anal, just so that I know that it looks beautiful on the back as well as it does on the front. I don't know, I'm just really funny about things like that. I like the back to look as neat as the front does, so I'm just going to glue that on there like that. There we are. And then before I glue the wings down, I just want to find something that I can cover the back with as well. Now, I need to move quick. I've cut myself a back from another piece of that wallpaper. Absolutely beautiful. So that's going to go there. Now, I've already applied the glue and I suddenly thought, oh my goodness me, I could slot the wings inside here like this so that they're hidden. And that would look absolutely beautiful, really, really neat. So I'm just prising this apart before the glue sticks. I'm using 3-in-1 to do this. Let me just have a look. Where do I want that to go? That's just gorgeous. I love it, love it, love it. And so I think I'm just going to press that down just like that. So that's how it looks on the front and that's how it looks on the back. Let's just try and get this a bit straighter so that I can see where it goes. That's just going to look absolutely beautiful, I think. I think I want her head to go down something like that. So I'm just going to flip her over. That's absolutely perfect. So I'm just going to apply some glue just to the bottom part of this here. Let's see if we can stick her down really nice and evenly. Oh, it's sliding around all over the place. Let's just hold it in place and wait for that glue to grab. Just like that. Let's just add a couple of finishing touches. I think just a tiny bit of lace on the bottom here will just look beautiful. I'm just going to use 3-in-1 on the back. I'm just going to add a tiny amount just on the bottom here, like this. There we go. And then just flip it over. Just make sure that I've got this the right way round. I never can tell which way round it's supposed to be. That will do fine. If I can't tell, then no one else can either, can they? So there we go. Let's just glue that on the bottom. And then I'm also thinking that we could do with just a little, a couple of jewels just on her crown like this. I've got these rose-coloured embellishments here, these little pearl embellishments. I'm just going to apply a dab of glue just because it's easier to do it this way round. Let's do the one in the middle first. This is going to be fiddly, I can tell. Where did that go? Oh my goodness me, I could do with some tweezers, couldn't I? In fact, actually, I've got a tool in my drawer, but bear with me. One of these jewel pickers. Let's see if this works. Here we go. There we are. Ta-da! What's it called? It's called a Marvy jewel picker. Let's add another one here, like this. Oh my goodness me, is this working? Am I supposed to peel something off? You can tell this is the first time I've used this. Perhaps I was supposed to pick it off here like this. Help, somebody, if you know how to use this properly, give me some advice, please. That's of no help whatsoever. Let's try the tweezers. I've seen people use these and hence I bought one thinking it would be helpful, but for me, obviously not, because I'm not using it properly. Here we go. Let's just add that there like that, and then another one. There we go. Those look cute, don't they? Isn't that pretty? I love that. And then I think I just want to use one of my Uniball Posca pens just to add a few dots just to her wings, like this, just being really random about this. Doesn't that look pretty? That's cute. And that just brightens it around the edges. And I'm just going to do the same on this side here. Let's just turn it over this way so that I don't end up getting my mucky fingers in it and spoiling things. Let's do this. Being really random about the marks. I like that. That's cool. Now there's just one more small thing that I want to add to this before I really do call it done. I just feel as if it needs something just along the bottom here. I'm just going to add a tiny amount of glue, just like this. And then I've got some of these flat back pearls again in cream this time. I'm just going to take a strip off and just add that to the bottom. Oh, come on you. And I think that will just finish everything off really, really nicely. There we go. I just felt it needed something at the bottom. Let me just peel that off just there like that. I'm calling her done. So that's my interpretation of this week's Paper Doll stroke collage art doll challenge. Really pleased with her. I just think she's ever so pretty. That's what she looks like on the back. So she's reasonably tidy on the back as well. But, you know, I just hope that that's given you some creative ideas. So just to recap, the challenge this week is Paper Dolls stroke collage art dolls. So many ways that you can interpret this, and just to give you some more ideas, this is an altered playing card that I did a couple of years ago, again using Art by Marlene die cuts. So that's the back there. I'll leave the link to this video in the description box below. This one is really, really simple, and this is another one I did, the very first altered doll I did, which must be 3 or 4 years ago. Again, an altered playing card. We've got articulated arms and legs using lots of beads, free downloads from the internet, and again I'll leave the link to this video as well, just, you know, in case you're interested. Don't forget to go and check out Kylie's video this week because, you know, no doubt she's come up with something completely different to me. But if you've enjoyed this week's video, as always, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. And most importantly, thanks for watching. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. And for anybody who's interested in following along, as always, I'll leave the link to the Facebook group, the Mixed Media Emporium, in the description box below. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I'd really appreciate you following along. So take care. See you all again soon. Bye for now.